Imagine spending $500 million on elite soldiers just to get outsmarted by kids in flip-flops with rusty AKs. Welcome to Mogadishu, 1993. The place where America's military pride got dragged through the dirt, literally. Black Hawk Down? You've probably heard the title. Sounds cool, sounds heroic. Hollywood did its job. But here's the unfiltered truth. On October 3rd, 1993, America sent its best. Delta Force, Army Rangers, Night Stalkers. Precision-trained, tech-backed, loaded with firepower. The mission? Kidnap 2 lieutenants of a local warlord, Mohammed Farah aided. Simple snatch and grab. In and out. Easy. Until it wasn't. The operation kicks off. Helicopters fill the sky. Humvees scream through the dusty streets. Within minutes, the city explodes in chaos. RPGs rain down. Bullets come from every window, rooftop, alley. A Black Hawk is hit. Goes down hard. Then another. Suddenly, the hunters become the hunted. The Rangers and Delta guys are now trapped in hostile territory, surrounded by thousands of armed militia and angry civilians. Radio calls for help are panicked. We're taking fire from everywhere. No shit, Sherlock. Every alley becomes a trap. Every shadow could hide a man with an RPG. Blood spills on both sides. The elite soldiers, outnumbered and outgunned, are forced to fight for their lives in the narrow, twisted maze of Mogadishu. This isn't war, it's survival. Against a force that doesn't follow any manual. No formations, no Geneva Convention. Just raw, street-level brutality. All while wearing flip-flops. The Black Hawks were down, not 1 but 2. Suddenly, the world's most expensive soldiers, Delta Force and Army Rangers, were running through dusty alleys, chased by barefoot locals in flip-flops and second-hand AKs. Yes, $50,000 equipment, versus a guy named Abdi with a $40 RPG. You thought Hollywood was exaggerated? Nah, this was worse. The rescue mission turned into a medieval siege. Snipers ran out of ammo. Medics bled out. And air support? Too risky. Streets were crawling with militia like ants on sugar. And guess what? The world watched it live. CNN was basically hosting a Live from Mogadishu reality show, except this one had actual bodies. The US hit the panic button. Washington went from, "We bring peace," to, "Get our boys the hell out." It was the beginning of the end for American intervention in Somalia, and the moment a group of underfed fighters made a global superpower bleed in public. But here's the part that should make you choke on your coffee. The United States spent over $500 million training, equipping, and deploying elite forces for this operation. Meanwhile, aided's militia, some wore flip-flops, fired AKs from rooftops, and used Toyota pickups as tanks. You think that's funny? It's not. Because 19 American soldiers died, hundreds wounded, and the world's most powerful army got outmaneuvered by local fighters with home ground advantage, sheer desperation, and a hatred fueled by years of starvation and humiliation. And all of this was broadcast live, across every American living room. Somalia wasn't just a loss of life, it was a loss of face, of myth, of invincibility. Enter text. They went in expecting a rescue mission. They walked out with their illusions shattered. And the world suddenly realized, maybe the American war machine bleeds like everyone else. So what happened next? The White House panicked. Foreign policy shifted, and Osama bin Laden took notes. Yeah, he called it proof that America runs when it bleeds, and that led to consequences you already know. But what if I told you, this loss in Mogadishu didn't just shake American pride, it triggered a chain reaction across the world. From the sands of the Middle East to the streets of Manhattan, that's in the next episode. Don't scroll, watch it, or history will repeat while you blink.